Hi, my name's Faye Shaw, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to tell you a little bit about myself. I'm 22 years old, born and bred in Huddersfield until I moved to university in June 2010. I went to Sheffield Hallam University and studied human geography. I think I chose it at the time because I wanted to work in regeneration, but quickly realised that wasn't what I wanted to do. And luckily, especially the second and third years of my course were very interesting. It was quite philosophical. We learned about China in one module, about its economy and some social issues, so I was always quite curious to come here. And I love Sheffield so much so that I think one day I'd really like to go back there to sort of settle down, to buy a house and whatnot. It's a really great city. So yeah, university was good. Good experience, definitely. I finished university in June 2013, last June, then moved to China to teach English in August 2013. So I did an online TEFL while still in Sheffield, then did 2 weeks training in a school in Beijing, which has definitely been thrown in at the deep end, but it was quite good fun with a lot of other teachers. That was a good experience. Then we moved to Hunan province, and me and one other girl live in a small city called Lianyuan, where the only Western is, so it's very different. But yes, that's what I'm doing now, and I'll finish teaching in June this year. It's June 2014, so about 10 months that I will be in China. In terms of teaching abroad, obviously I'm teaching abroad now, but I love Hong Kong. I've travelled there for the first time in Spring Festival in my holiday this year, and I've never liked a place so much. So I like teaching and I like Hong Kong, so this just seems like a logical next step. Hong Kong's also a great place to get to other places from. I still want to go to Vietnam, Cambodia. I know it's farther away, but I'd like to go to India. And I haven't had the opportunity to do that sort of trip yet, so Hong Kong is just a really good place for a lot of reasons, and yeah, like I say, I like teaching, so it all just seems to make sense. In terms of teaching, and class size, I have a class now on average about 80 students, sort of several classes of sort of 70 students. So to me, 20 to 25 sounds like a perfect number where there's enough going on and enough ideas in the classroom, but you can learn names, talk to get a chance to talk to each student. Yeah, when I was in Beijing, that's the class size we taught, and it was, to me, it seemed like a perfect number. So 20 to 25 is definitely manageable, and I think it's a really good class size. Yeah, there's always going to be one that's willing to talk. I think when you've got at least one, when you've got a class of 20 to 25 students. If a student was being difficult or a little bit naughty, I'd sort of look in their direction, give them an opportunity to stop. So I know Asian students can be quite shy, so you don't want to call them out straight away. If that didn't work, just say their name, ask them to stop. I think you have to say stop, not just be quiet please, because I don't think be quiet please is authoritative enough. If it was a younger student and they carried on, I'd probably write their name on the board. And maybe a bit old, if it was an old student, I'd ask them to go outside so I could chat to them and just ask them see if they know what they've done wrong, and hopefully try and get an apology. And in terms of strategies for behaviour management generally, I found set rules in the first lesson, like for example, like having a gesture to ask the students to stop talking, and stick to it, and just be consistent. Don't let standards slip. That's the approach I take. Just whatever you decide to do, stick at it. Yeah. So I think that's everything. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity again, and I hope this has given you something to think about. Thank you.